good evening, moms, dads, little ones, little heartbeats, friends, family, child care providers, etc., etc., etc. This is Dawn, aka the Interactive Nanny, coming to you live and in living color from Interactive Nanny's world, where love and play are interactive. So today we are gonna sort of explore and talk about and expand on some themes or some activities that we can do for the month of July. I figured that would be sort of interesting and fun to do. So I again have about 3 different lesson plans or activity ideas that I've sort of come up with for myself that I sort of just want to, just sort of throw out there and share with you guys. And at any given time, whenever y'all want to or whatnot, y'all can, try some out, see how they work. And I mean, if you like them and if the little ones like them, just let me know. You can always, let me know via Anchor, or you can shoot me an email at inactivenanny@gmail.com or whatnot. But I'd love to, hear if you guys have tried any of these out. So for the first activity or lesson plan that I've written out for the month of July is focused around Independence Day or 4th of July. And so in art activity, I have that we can do holiday art / firework art. That's simple. Get you a poster board, a piece of foam board, one of those display boards, even just a piece of either construction paper or just some regular white art paper. Get you some different color, give them some different color paint. You can get like those paint brushes that are little, not the soft ones, but those that are a little stiffer, and you can sort of show them how to put the paint on there and flick the thumb. But of course, this would probably have to be for older children. Flick the thumb and let the paint splatter a little bit. Make sure it's in a in a safe place that's easy to clean up. And then if you did want to use like the softer bristle paint brushes, they can do like different little zigzags or different little dots or splotches or whatnot. And just let them have fun like that. Frame it up, just make it fun. Let them sign a little name on it, and put whatever the year is, 2020, firework art 2021 or whatnot. Got you a little artist right there. Or you can even, add a little zhuzh to it. Get you some of those little, either some glitter, add a little glitter glue, or just the regular glitter, or those little sequins. Get the little sequins and put a couple of little sequins on there. Just make it fun. I think they would just enjoy doing that as far as an art activity. Music. You could just go on YouTube or some kind of pull up fun summertime music, fun holiday music, and have a dance party or something. Go to the beach. If you're at the beach, just rock out. So yeah, music is pretty much self-explanatory. You can do whatever you want to do with music. You can do exercises. Let them have some exercise time. Anything. If you on the road, cut on the music and let them sing to their little hearts of content. Language arts. Again, if they're older children, introduce them to the Declaration of Independence. Let them listen to it, or if you're gonna read it to them, and then and break it down after you get through reading it, or if you're reading it line by line, or section by section, sort of explain what it means to them, and just sort of let it, have a conversation about it, and just, it'll open up so much more for them, and it'll help them to understand that Independence Day or 4th of July is not just some little random holiday just so that we can pop fireworks and barbecue, and if it falls on a regular weekday, we can be out of school. This is, real. Um, some of us also celebrate Juneteenth, but I have to do a whole another lesson plan focused around Juneteenth. So yeah, um, vocabulary cards. Well, for literacy, I would do vocabulary cards focused around 4th of July, just different um, words centered around 4th of July. You want to break them down into syllables. Do that. They can spell them. We can talk about what they mean. Talk about the syllables. We can clap the syllables out, or tap the syllables out. And if they're older, they can even write sentences using each vocabulary word. So you can always take the vocabulary cards and expand into a whole different activity altogether. For science, 4th of July / Independence Salt. Just, or yeah, that, or you can do fireworks. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. For science, you can do independent salt bags or firework goo bags. So for the independent salt bags, I would just get me regular salt. That's white. Get you some, or get the salt, split it into 3 different containers. Get you some food coloring, dye some of the salt blue, dye some of the salt red, and then keep some of the salt white. Mix it up, the independent salt bags. Of course, close the bag up, depending on, make sure you secure it so that they won't make a mess with the salt, or they won't open the bag up. And, there you have your red, white, and blue independent salt, or your firework goo bags. Get you like the gel or some oil. You can either do these in the either goo bags or the sensory bottles as well, or you can make your sensory bottle mix. Get you different color food coloring. Drop you some oil off in there, and drop your different color food coloring off in there with the glitter or the sequence of glitter glue or whatnot. The fun little sensory activity. Manipulative, I would just do glue play. Get the little glue, the colored glue, and just let them work on their fine motor skills. Home living, colors of independence. Decorate the home living area with the colors of the holiday, red, white, and blue. Or if you want to incorporate firework colors, you can do it in decorated in colors of fireworks, or colors of summer. Yeah, and just let them have fun. They can talk about what colors they have. They can you can ask them which one of the colors are their favorite colors. Ask them which one and why. And you can go wherever you want to go from there with that. Blocks, block sorting. You can incorporate math. Talk about your math, whatever your focus number is, and you can do either artwork or some kind of worksheets incorporating your focus number into the theme as well. Playtime, barbecuing. Get them, whether inside or outside. You can always get the little, the little children's barbecuing station, or if you're in home living, they can go in home living and they can open up the little oven and they can put their little food in there, and they, whatever, even they love the little veggies. They barbecuing their little veggies or whatever, and they can, just let them do their thing. They can explain to you what they're cooking. If you're outside, take that little cooking station outside. You got them a little child size play grill. Go if you outside barbecuing, let them bring that little play grill outside and put that little apron on, and y'all cut the music on, and we gonna barbecue. They barbecuing, you barbecuing, everybody having a good time. Large group discussing our traditions, trips, and festivities that we have for this particular holiday. It's self-explanatory. Just sit down in a semicircle, or sit down during circle time or whatnot, and just talk about what each family. What do you do? What do your family do for the 4th of July, for Independence Day? Where do you go? Do you go on trips? Do you go to the beach? Do you go visit family? Just go from there. So that's basically in a nutshell for that particular lesson plan. Those are some fun activities to do for that one. So for the second lesson plan, a theme that I have for the month of July, I chose reptiles. So for art, you can do a reptile collage where you can just get you some magazines, books, or whatnot. Even if they want to draw some of their own reptiles, or glue them on their poster board, or whatever their display board, and they have their own reptile. They made their own reptile collage. Music and movement geared around reptiles, and you can also incorporate like some of the reptile movements. Whatever the animal is the reptile is that you want them to do, move like a snake or move like an iguana or whatever. And that'll be a fun little music and movement activity. For language art, reptile vocabulary cards. Just write down the different words that are centered around reptiles, whether it be the reptile names themselves, or like some of how they move, or some of their body parts, and expand on it. Let them learn how to spell the words, break the words down into syllables, let them clap or tap those syllables out, use them in a sentence, let them explain to you what they know about each vocabulary word. Literacy, reading and discussions centered around reptiles. It's self-explanatory. Read about them. Go on YouTube, find some videos, child-themed or kid-friendly videos on different reptiles. Watch them, talk about them. Just give them that exposure to different reptiles that they may not even know about. I mean, it may be some that you, as the adult, may not even know. May not be aware of. Talk about them. And just open up that world to them. Science. Smoke reptiles. I would just, make up as the adult. This is, adult supervised, of course. Make you like a little simple some kind of little smoke, whether it be with the smoke bombs like that you use. Never mind, not that. I would have to come up with another. I think I will have to come up with another activity for that. Because it really depends on the age of the child for this. So yeah. Scratch that. We'll come up with another one for that. Manipulative Play-Doh reptiles. Let them make their own reptiles with the Play-Doh. It's simple. They're using their fine motor skills. They're using their imagination. They can look at a picture of a reptile and they can create it however they want to. Whatever color they want is theirs. Let them, go for what they know. And then they can tell you, they can show you, this is what I made. This is my whatever it is. They can tell you about, ask them what color it is. What does this animal do? What is the habitat? Yada, yada, yada. Blocks. Hidden reptiles. Just get you some of those reptile figurines from the dollar store or whatnot. Hide them. Put them in the blocks. You can put them in blocks. You hide them in the blocks and let them dig around in blocks. They can find them. You can also incorporate them into your sand table. If you have a sand table, they can do that and find them in sand and what even water. If they're having water play, put them in water. Let them play with them in the water table. Math, just incorporate whatever focus number you're working on. Playtime, reptile display. If you got like some of the larger, whether it be stuffed animals or some of the larger, hard toys, just display different reptiles around your area, your classroom or whatnot. If they're sitting in a quiet time and they want to play with one of the toys, or if they're in the reading area and they want to bring up one of the toys with them in reading, they can grab a toy and chill out, and but they're there, they're in the room, they're in the area. Large group, model reptiles. If you plan, it's something on the lines of if you plan like 1, 2, 3 red light, but instead of 1, 2, 3 red light, you can call out whatever reptile you want them to emulate and have them emulated. So that is the second activity or lesson plan theme for the month. And the last one that I want to discuss is the third one I did on pirates. So for art, I chose pirate pixie dust. Just get you some. You can use sand, you can use salt, or even powder, any kind of like baby powder or something. Put you like color different colors, whether it's glitter, sequins. Even if you want to just color whichever you're using with food coloring, and make your own little magical pixie dust. And you can do it in you can put it in the bags. You can get little small containers and give it to them, and like just this is your magic pixie dust, and just don't use it unless don't use it except for emergencies, or if you're having a rough day, you can just hold your pixie dust in your hand and look at it, and then put it up in your secret space or whatnot. And they have their own magic pixie dust, pirate pixie dust. For music, pirate themed musical instruments. Make them some instruments. Use some of the colors that like the pirate clothing. The colors of pirate clothing or something like that. Pirate designs around the outside of the musical instrument. They have their own little instruments, and then after everybody make their instruments, just have a pirate parade, whether it be in your classroom or if you're in a center or some kind of school or something. Even if you're at home, have your pirate parade with your instruments. Literacy, pirate poems. You can make up your own poems. If you're into it, or you can find some poems, pirate-themed poems, read them, talk about them, sort of let them get the feel of the poem, the rhythm of the poem or whatnot, and just, go from there with that. For language arts, exploring pirate language, some of the phrases that pirates use, or some of the words, that are kid-friendly or whatnot. Talk about them, ask them what their favorite pirate word or pirate phrase is, and then, even, let them make up their own pirate phrase or word that, they come up with themselves. For science, Gold Goo. Make your own, you can make your own, go get your goo, find your goo recipe, or I can, if you want me to, find you a simple goo recipe, let me, message me, let me know, find your goo recipe, and then just get you some gold, whether it be the gold flecks, or just some kind of gold coloring that, we can sort of make the goo gold. They got their own gold goo, or you can make your own gold coin. Either or. Manipulative play. The bloom bins. Either you make your own gold doubloons, or you can go to the dollar store, some little craft store, get you some of the gold coins. You can hide them in like the sand, your sand play. You can put them in blocks. So if you want to have a scavenger hunt, you can hide the doubloons, around your classroom, or if you're at home, hide them in different spaces. Let them it's basically like an Easter egg hunt, but instead of finding Easter eggs, you're finding the gold doubloons. And then they have their little baskets or their little bags that they're collecting their gold doubloons in, and there you have it. So these are just some, simple, fun activities and things that I, figure will be great for the month of July. I hope you guys, try them out with the little ones, and I hope you and them enjoy the ideas that I've come up with or whatnot. But anyway, this is gonna be it for this episode of Inactive Nanny's World. And this is Dawn, aka the Inactive Nanny, coming to you from Inactive Nanny's World. And I'm getting ready to sign off, but I will be back next week. So until then, again, this is Dawn, aka the Inactive Nanny, from Inactive Nanny's World, where love and play are interactive. Until then, bye-bye.